Hello everyone, welcome back. So if you recognize this is a drill bit, or the tip of a drill bit that we pulled out of the creek from my last video. If you haven't seen it, it's called Sluicing for Gold on My Claims. I check it out and you'll see that we pulled this out of a deep pocket that we were pulling gravels and gold out of, running through the sluice. Anyhow, there's a lot of gravel and stuff still kind of packed to it. This is the cutting face. You can see the hardened little sections here, or what's left. But I get all the stuff that's packed on it, around it, and inside of it. So what I'm gonna do today, and I'll time lapse this, is me digging all this out, picking it all clean, and then I'm gonna pan it out and see if there's any gold. So hope you enjoy. All right, everyone, bring you back so you can see what we got so far here. See if we can, there we go. That's all of what's come off the outside so far. And I started working on the inside, but it's a little tougher. So I'm gonna bust out the drill and do a little drilling. See if I can't chip the rest of that out of there. Because it should go all the way through. You notice right there at the tip, that's a watering hole. Because these were the later style drill bits that they threaded on to the rod that not only delivered the twist and the hammering force, but also water under pressure. And that was to keep the dust down and blow all the chips and stuff out of the hole. So right there in the middle, that should go all the way through, and you should see threads, or what will be left of threads, on the inside of this. So, all right, let's get you back up on the tripod, and we'll go from there. All right, everyone. All right, earlier I made a mistake, and I said that the water jacket came out of the middle. I was wrong, because if you can see, it's all shiny. While I was chiseling it out with the drill bit, it was hitting the steel, so it didn't make any sense. And then as I got further down into the bore here, you can actually see the threads now on the inside, or would thread on to the hammer rod or the main drill rod. But there's a flange, and then there's the main hole. But then it started shooting off at an angle, and that's what was the clue, or the indicator that, oh, well, the hole must come out of the side. And sure enough, there it is. So I got everything out as best I can, or at least what I think that, there would be anything. I might chisel a little bit more at the threads here, but I don't know. I think that's probably good enough to check, this stuff here. A little bunch of material in there. And as some of the stuff was coming out, I saw little glints, whether it's, mica or pyrite, or, just a piece of steel. It could have been little flecks of gold. I don't know. But we're going to find out here. So let me get my work area cleaned up here and then some water in this pan, and we'll go from there. All right, everyone, let's do this. First thing we're gonna do is add a little bit of lightly soaped water. You guys see that rusty? I'm holding my breath, dude. Fan on. Pretty chocolatey. All right. There was nothing in that that vapor that I think is just rust dust, but you never know. Well, I guess that's part of being a miner, huh? All right. Okay, it's safe to say that that's clean enough. But that ended up being pretty cool just itself. Nice artifact for the artifact shelf. Let's see if we can get you a... There's the water hole by my thumb. Yeah, the lighting sucks, but I'm doing my best. Cool. All right, let's set this aside and see if there's any gold in this stuff. It's all I'll be right back. I gotta get rid of some of this water. All right, I'm gonna add some fresh, cleaner water. Didn't really clean it up that much, but whatever. Nah, you know, I don't think that there's any gold in this. There might be some fine. Let me clean this up a little bit better as far as all right, give me a second to I gotta clean this up a little bit better. All right, got this cleaned up a little bit better. Let's bring you down so you can see what I see. All right, what are we looking at here? Right by my finger. See those little tiny bits? Little tiny micro poops, but they're there. Microfine gold, so that's cool. I mean, as you see, you zoom out, you barely can see anything. I can't even see it from here, but if you zoom in, then you can start to see them. So, yep, they stayed up there. They didn't want to leave with the very heaviest of the black sand. So, okay, cool. Yeah. I didn't expect there to be like nuggets or anything like that. And if anyone else thought that, you know, you'd rather go buy a lottery ticket because your odds are better there. But fine gold like that, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean, if you see anything as it's grinding into whatever they were digging in there. So, yeah, cool. All right, hope this was fun to everyone. Hope you got a kick out of it like I did. You know, a little bit of work, but it was fun. I'm going to end up keeping the artifact. I'll put it with the artifact, other collectibles that I got. So, all right, everyone. Till the next one. Good gold hunting. And I'll see everyone on the next one. Thanks for watching.